time for a Ekko game. I will be playing against a Lee Sin here, which is a little concerning. I do have to respect the early game against him. Because, well, Lee Sin's a pretty strong early game champion. Ekko is not. So, yeah, we're gonna have to see if he invades me. Plays a nice defensive ward. I get the sweeping trinket. Playing with the red smite over here. And, yeah, we're starting on blue buff. There we go. I start with W for the missing HP hit from the passive. If you get a good leash from a bot lane, or just a laner in general that leashes well, then doing a W start will be the most effective, because it pushes the camp below 30% very easily. And this just means that that will kick in. It's also not worth smiting with Ekko, not on this low HP, because you already got most of it done, and you want to use your W passive effectively to kill the rest of the camp. And then on this one, we're just going to insta-smite it, so we put it below the W passive threshold faster, and we speed up our jungle clear speed that way. So that is a big one here. This way you get the W hits, as you can see, and you can just clean it up quite fast. If you do it this way, your clear speed is going to be higher. If you do not do it that way, then your clear speed will slack a bit, and you're going to feel that throughout. And currently, I am in need of as much clear speed as possible if I want to try to avoid the Lee Sin. If I can get through the first clear here, that is ideally all I would need to look for. Besides that, it should be fine. Take all your abilities. The Caitlyn mid. I do have an Akali mid lane. It's not too good to gank for, unfortunately. I'm gonna spread my hits here to all the smaller ones. This way I can clear the camp out relatively efficiently. As you can see, the big one dies basically off of the next passive proc anyway. Okay, we're gonna slowly kite this back towards the bush. Okay, we see a Lee Sin on bot lane. Early gank. He did a 3-cam bot side situation. Doesn't allow me, depending on what he does here, to be fair. I might be able to invade him, but only later on, I think. Just gonna finish my clear. I'm actually gonna smite this as well, be as fast as possible. Might be able to look for like a gank, but probably not a gank angle here. However, I'll be stronger than Lee Sin, so realistically here it should not be a big deal. I'm gonna walk over this way, see if he hits that thing. He does hit that thing. Good. Put the W down. I don't think he'd have his flash. It'd be unlikely. Yeah, there it is. The reason it was unlikely is because he just used it on bot lane, or at least I thought he used it on bot lane. But yeah, this is just punishment for him. The only way he could have made that play work, by the way, is if he recalled right after getting the kill on bot lane, because him buying items would compensate a little bit for him not having the experience there. This should not be a big deal. We're gonna smite then hit, because that will proc the passive W. This is really, 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 really bad for Caitlyn, by the way. Like, she can do that all day if she'd like. I really don't mind. The reason that is terrible for Caitlyn is because she missed a large amount of mid-wave CS. So Caitlyn did like move up here, but now like all of this mid lane wave CS, she lost everything. So, you know, I will happily take a trade with you, Caitlyn, if you want that way. Oh god. Oh no, that hit too. And then it got kind of fixed by Lee Sin, sadly. Might be able to get the Caitlyn still. Just need to... She missed the net at least. It's actually smart to push this wave. Oh, there's the Lee Sin. The reason it's smart to push this wave, because if I pressure the Caitlyn now a lot, then she is going to have to be forced either not to back or miss an entire wave again. I could have flashed for that, but I was worried it was going to be too late. She misses another wave though.
An enemy has been slain.
Damn. I should have not have hesitated. If I flashed for that, she would have died. That is on me. I definitely should have just flashed for it. This is a tiny bit unfortunate. Smite 1, hit level 5. I missed that, but... Heimer's gonna have too much priority now. Rotation there from mid was a bit slow, so... It's a kill, though. Yep. No, 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 no. Void grubs. Please, man. Jesus Christ, leave me alone. What is this aggro radius? Stop, 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 stop. If Caitlyn hits 6 here, I'm doomed. Jesus, that was scary. Alright, I got one Void Grub, I guess. That's decent. Oh! Dude, I thought that was Lee Sin for a second. What the hell, Void Grubs? Giving me heart attacks. God damn it. Okay, okay, I see. I see. Alright then. Well, yeah. We killed Lee Sin, so it's kind of fine. I'm not getting any kills myself. I'm also not going to go back for the other 2 Void Grubs, because I already killed one, which gives me my Jungle Smite experience bonus. And the other 2 are not particularly worth it compared to just doing the rest of my camps efficiently down towards Dragon. So that's what I'm going to do instead. I'm just going to clear everything down towards the Dragon and then see if I can maybe do the Dragon or like gank bot lane or something instead. If Lee Sin commits or goes out of his way to kill the other 2 Void Grubs, I don't mind. Really, that is fine with me. Akali now gonna check her. So I don't particularly want to go for those Void Grubs, if I'm being honest with you. As I've just mentioned, I really don't mind. My bot side experience is worth a lot more than those 2 Void Grubs, and for me that experience tempo matters more than getting 2 Void Grubs. So, looks like Lee Sin isn't going for them either, to be fair though, so... Leona should be hitting 6, maybe soon. I'm obviously slowed down a decent amount, so I can do like that. I will finish the camp first though, but... Let's finish this off. Perfect, and then we can move. Sweep, walk into the bush. That's a good engage. Whoa, what is this auto-pathing game? That's a good stun. That's a beautiful stun. Very good double kill. The stun timing from Leona there was absolutely perfect. I will not have smite for this actually. Kinda sucks. Question is it gonna matter? We're just gonna go over here, pick these up, and see if Lee Sin... No, Lee Sin goes top lane. He's definitely gonna finish the rest of those Void Grubs. I don't care. Just get the dragon. I don't have smite for this. And... Dude, like, what is Kai'Sa doing? Can you... Dude, this Kai'Sa is fucking trolling. I swear to God, like, are you kidding me, guys? You have to be joking. Oh, man, like... We had so much time to clear that. I don't have... Like, I didn't have smite for it. All Kai'Sa has to do is just hit the dragon. That's it. Are you serious? I'm just dead. Oh, I'm so sad, man. Like, why is that a problem? Why can't my team just rotate for the dragon? Are you serious? Alright, whatever. I mean, obviously, I don't have smite, so I guess there is that. But the fact that they just don't want to rotate for a dragon when it's completely free, and it should have been completely free if they would have just hit it together. I could have even fought the Lee Sin if the Kai'Sa was actually hitting dragon with Leona, because she could just get the dragon, especially with Kai'Sa passive. It's a bit sad, really. Nothing I could do about it. He just gets it, and he also gets the kill on me, unfortunately. I guess you could argue that not having smite means you shouldn't go dragon, but in that situation specifically, that's kind of BS. He doesn't have much mana, so should be doable. Dudes, oh, whatever. He's dead anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, I keep getting assists. I hate getting perma assists, especially on a champion like Ekko, like an assassin. Pretty much an assassin. I don't like the fact that dragon was basically just given away by my ADC. It is what it is. I'll take the other 2 Void Grubs now that I'm here. Alright. Lee Sin's in quite a good spot. He's also getting all the kills, so that definitely helps him. If I would have been getting some more kills, I could have been much stronger too. I'll get there though, it's not a problem. I do know that I can never go for like a dragon like that again because my ADC simply refuses to play the game. So I'm gonna have to keep that in mind now too. Probably should have just backed off the other dragon completely considering Kai'Sa wasn't willing to do anything. I'll make sure I have smite for it next time every single time because, yeah, clearly can't do that without. That's actually quite a big shutdown towards Brand. Leona's dead as well, I think. Alright, let's take the reset. We're gonna go for the Nashors here. It's a good finish. Not gonna buy anything else for now. He's gonna go for my bot side camps, I would imagine. Kali is committing to a play against Caitlyn, which is a mistake, I think. She won somehow. Lee Sin's gonna be like, nope. Oh, he's not here. I thought he was gonna be doing my wolves, considering his position just now. Maybe he's doing my Gromp. That is possible. Not even doing my Gromp. Okay, we take those. We take those. Oh, there's the Lee Sin. Let's do this. Goodbye. As soon as you have Nashors, like, things become very, very, very easy. Like, this Lee Sin is gonna struggle for the rest of this game because of Nashors. The amount of strength you gain in skirmishes because of Nashors, the amount of clear speed you gain because of this item, it's ridiculous. His red's up, I figured. I'm gonna actually just shield. Should be able to finish this before Lee Sin gets here. Right now, because I killed Lee Sin, I want to take all of his camps as quickly as possible. The more of these I can take, the better it's going to be. So I'm just gonna take everything fast. He's gonna lose a large amount of tempo experience out of this deal. There he is. Hit my first strike first, so it should be no problem. Goodbye. The consistent Nashor's auto attacks are what's gonna win me that situation very easily. Like, the damage I gain from consistently being able to auto attack with Nashors is huge. Alright, that's gonna mess me up potentially. Luckily, Leona wasn't stupid enough to let that bounce between us. So that's good. That could have potentially ended badly. I'm not gonna do another dragon. We could, but that's gonna be putting trust in Kai'Sa again, and I don't want that.
An enemy has been slain.
I do not want that right now. How much money do I need for what I want right now? Let me think. I think I can afford it with this camp. I think so, yeah. Because I want to get Sorks and Magi's, and I think I should be able to afford both now, which is good. I would have been able to actually with Futures Market regardless. Rift Herald I don't care about. I'm just going to run down to the dragon pretty much right away. Alright, so I just hinted. Okay, lovely.
Your team has destroyed a
He's in his top lane. Alright, that's good. I'll just go for the dragon. That's a teleport from Heimer to mid lane. Very interesting.
There are limits. I haven't found them yet.
I need you to not... What is happening here, Leona? I'm just gonna auto attack you. I don't really have to hit anything but my auto attacks against this because of Nashors. Perfect. Well done, Leona. She played that well. She didn't go for the jinx. She calmly just made sure Brand can't get away. That's exactly all I want. And now we just do dragon. I don't really care too much about losing the mid third or anything. That doesn't really matter. This is also quite bad. Like, I don't know why Heimer teleported there, because now he's also just straight up losing top turrets. Passive hits for 800. I'm not gonna get another passive in here, but that's fine. Smite. Like, the thing here to note as well is Lee Sin keeps holding up pressure, trying to go for ganks and stuff, trying to go for kills and stuff, etc. But his CS is now lacking. Also because I took 3 of his bot side camps earlier. That hurt him significant amount because that's straight up 12. So he has 12 CS for the Lee Sin, right? So that's a 12 CS advantage to me while he loses 12. And I still get all of my CS as well. So that is very unfavorable for him. Big kill for the Lee Sin though on the Mordekaiser. That's a flash heal used from Caitlyn. She's just dead. I am mind-boggled as how an ADC walks up that far into mid lane against an assassin Akali. You know, that is one of those where you're sitting there like, I don't know about that one. I feel like putting yourself into a pretty fat assassin's like scope to get murked is not the move. Let's see if he's doing Rift Herald. He's not. I would rather go for Jinx currently than finish the Rift Herald, so we're gonna do that. Ooh, Scuttle was just cleared too. It's actually decent.
Let's make them notice.
Bait back into the ult. I'm actually gonna have to respect at this HP range. Because if Lee Sin like R kicks me or some random stuff like that, I would just die. It's not worth trying to trade my shutdown plus my Magi stacks into him for no reason. Took my topside camps, that's fine. There's no reason to lose my Magi stacks. I'm at nearly 1,000 gold shutdown for that. Absolutely no reason. So I'm just gonna respectfully walk away back to the minion wave with the E dash and we're good. Team is doing quite well here. I'm just focusing on getting the objective. My ult's on cooldown. And getting the objective down here is just makes sense. Good. Ideally, I'd want to use the Rift Herald for this turret because it's worth the most gold right now. So I'm probably gonna look for that in a second. Since I have the stacked up Magi's, I'll probably go Deathcap next item. If you're not going to go for a Magi setup, just simply go Lich Bane after Nashor's. And then Lich Bane into Deathcap.
Now just rewind.
But because I'm going for Magi's, Deathcap is going to be better after Magi's, because you scale up more in the AP department that way. I see some pressure on top, so I can probably finish the mid turret. We're just gonna get focus on that for now. And then I do want to try to take Lee Sin's bot side as well, to deny him. It should be up too, yeah, there it is. Right now my own camps are all up, but for me, if my team has enough pressure, if there's enough pressure on the map, you should never walk backwards. You should always walk forwards and get the enemy's camps instead. Bot lane turret is still a prime target for this Rift Herald, so we're going to use it on that. Out of base, we're going to clear our bot side only, and then we're just going to run at bot wave turret and get this, try to get the 700 gold off that. Potentially a Rift Herald push on their base as well could be good, but that is what we're going to look for now. Alright. So let's go for this bot wave that's going to be here. We're going to clear the wave. We're going to push for that turret. And then maybe look for the dragon afterwards, essentially. Just getting like good gold income macro here. It's going to give me some experience as well. Kai'Sa's running topside. That's whatever. She can take my camps if she wants. If she wants to spend the time there, that's fine. For me right now, just getting this down is going to be good. Place the Herald down. Good cleanse, actually. Respectable cleanse. Just gonna let it regularly bounce into the turret. Puts me at no risk position. Alright, turret's almost down. Just one E finishes it at this point, really much. There's the turret. Money. 700 gold split between me and Leona there in that case, I think. That's still good. Want to go for dragon now, making sure to keep up like good objective control. There's pressure on every side right now, and I'm just going to quickly go take the dragon. Because right now, if I just take this, there's no risk of them ever like coming back from anything. My team has enough pressure to push. I can just make sure I get it down. Team's over-aggressing slightly, it seems. Not a problem, Akali is strong enough. Finish off the dragon, and then we're gonna go back to pushing bot wave turret with this wave. Or bot turret with this wave. Putting the pressure again. They're still dead for a little bit. They're probably gonna go for Mordekaiser first, so I should probably be able to finish the entire turret before that time. There we go. Turret dead. Perfect. Nice and quick. With Nashors and just like E, procs, etc. We just have to recall now, and all we have to do after that recall is go Baron and end the game. Right here, we're just going to go for the Lich Bane next. I will still go for Lich Bane after the Death Cap, but the order of this is slightly different if you're not going to go Magi's. Because then you should go Nashor's Lich Bane Death Cap to get enough AP to amplify your Death Cap. But with Magi's and enough stacks on your Magi's, the Magi's will do the job for the amplification, or for the AP needed to make the amplification good. So, yeah, that's basically the way you look at that. Good damage there, the engage. If you engage without taking like the Baron hit first, then the initial hit will do full damage. Otherwise, the initial hit's gonna get reduced by 50%. Leona should be tanking this right now. Big hits. Ooh, I missed it by 19 HP. Kind of annoying because I need heals. Me actually finishing these camps gives me heals. It doesn't give Kai'Sa anything. But that's fair. Also, jungler gains more experience from every single monster camp due to your jungle item. I'll move down this way. I'll just clear the wave. That's actually a good engage. Go in, EQ auto attack, and that will proc your passive. Big hits. You go back out because that would have otherwise hurt quite a bit. And all we have to do now is just end the game. Not too bad. I would have gone Lich Bane into Void Staff here because we are very heavy AP, so they should be stacking magic resist, so Void Staff would have been good. And yeah, that's about that. It was a pretty short one though, so I will just see you guys in 2 seconds with a second game. Alright, time for the second game of this video. The first one was relatively short, and I felt like playing another Ekko game, so here we are. I'll be playing against a Warwick here, which... That's a bad matchup, honestly. Any given 1v1, I'm most likely not going to be able to win unless I land a very, very good stun on him or something. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Very good early game, very strong early game champion that, like the Lee Sin was previously, and was also a pretty strong early game champ. But he played for the bot lane and then made one early mistake that I could punish with a level advantage, which was quite good for me. So we can see if Warwick does the same thing, I suppose. But yeah. Also another thing, by the way, if you are enjoying the content, which, I mean, if you're this far into the video, I would hope you are. Please consider subscribing. About 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. And yeah, if you are subscribed, hitting the like button always helps as well, of course. Alright, start over here. Let's take the W once again. We're just going to get a leash from bot lane, and the same thing applies, right, with the Ekko passive below 30% HP. You get the leash from your lane, you can just use that to lower it quickly, and then get the extra damage out of it. And that's also the reason we're not smiting this, because we want extra clear speed in general. So we instantly Q smite, lower it as fast as possible for the W again, and that's how you want to start this out. If Warwick level 2 invades me, that's going to be very spicy. Surely not, right? Nah, we're good. I'm assuming Warwick does some type of level 3 path, unless this guy specifically likes to play for full clears, which is fine, I guess. That would help me a lot if he does that. Usually I see Warwick players go aggressive, but like with the problem with that aggression also comes you have to know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it and you go for like an early like aggro play and lose, then you're gonna be very far behind for a while. So generally speaking, going for a full clear is just a very consistent and good thing to do. Alright, first blood from my side. That's gonna be... Is that a kill in return for Xayah? No. Actually, Warwick that gets him for sure. There's not even a question in my mind, yeah. Warwick's Blood Hunt into that Always a kill. Swain, are you ill? Okay. Oh man. I mean, I don't have the luxury here of like trying to invade a Warwick for his blue buff right now. I just need to finish my clear. Keep getting my experience consistently. Warwick is just one of those champions there that low HP, Warwick will always kill you. There's almost not even a point in running. I feel like you maybe should have just died against the enemy ADC instead. And just died quicker, you know what I mean? If it wasn't a Warwick, then I think he may have gotten out with that, but yeah. Let's see. It's gonna hug this wall. Put the thing behind and go. Slow. Aatrox pulled slightly, but that's okay. Garen Flash is a Garen Flash. We take those. Need to get this into the turret regardless of anything. You just use Warwick E. That's fine.
I owe them nothing.
Could probably do this. That's a bit annoying actually. I was hoping to get him stunned there, but that didn't happen. Gonna pop the potion now. Let's go for the Warwick here. Very good. That is very good. Yeah, Warwick right there is a level down. He hasn't recalled yet, apparently. He just ran all the way up here very, very quickly, which actually helped quite a bit. This is another, like, early mistake situation. I actually don't want to go for that mid lane play whatsoever. I want to get the scuttle here, hit level 5, and just back off. Realistically, but right now with Tristana also showing up, I guess I might as well show for it. Whatever. This guy's gonna get stunned for sure. Obviously move backwards. That doesn't matter. That literally changes nothing. My Z inting for no reason does change something, because that gives Yone a kill. Unfortunately. There was no reason for Zed to walk up to that. Yone was guaranteed to be dead to me, but Zed had the greed. Which is usual behavior, really. Right now, I cannot go for these Void Grubs, because the most likely situation is Warwick's just gonna kill me. So I'm just gonna recall after this and invest my money. Build both of those AP components right there. Could have potentially gone Dark Seal instead of this, but I like just building as fast as possible into the Nashors. I'll get the Dark Seal later. If I can get like the two major components, two major AP components of Nashors, I'll get it. If I can only afford like the Codex here, then I'll get the Codex. But yeah, it's just one of those where I don't particularly want to get hampered on AP initially with like the Nashors and stuff. Gives me just more consistency here. Ooh, you did Dragon. Fair play, Warwick. Fair play. I respect that. I'll go Wolves into Void Grubs then. But I do think my bot lane's gonna double die because of that Dragon kill. Most likely. Because the Dragon died and then they still went super aggressive. The Tristana went all the way into that one. Warwick has 2 kills. Gets the Dragon. Goes recurve. So I'm assuming that's gonna end up being a Blade of the Rune King for Rush for Warwick. That's fair. That's fair, I guess. Make sure to proc your passive as much as possible here. Passive procs on Ekko are big damage. Try to do that as much as you can. I'm gonna try to split my hits to these to get as many passive hits as possible. Because you can see like the passive is on cooldown on targets, on certain targets here. So the more passive procs I can get by splitting my damage to get more passive procs, the faster I'll kill the camp. Level 6, perfect. Warwick was just bot lane, so I feel like we can check his Gromp here, at least. Which is pretty good. The flaming on bot lane is kicking in. I'm not gonna smite this, because if I want to go for his Wolves, which I kind of do here, I'd rather have smite to contest that camp, because the Gromp was already mine, if that makes sense. There is the Warwick. He is level 5. He missed his E. Burst him out there. Yeah, perfect. The way to kill Warwick is either to burst him or to kite him. And as Ekko, you have the burst advantage, so you should burst him, not kite him. So I tried to completely burst him with as much damage as possible. You're going in. That is That was unexpected. I thought he was just gonna try to run, but I should help him push the next wave actually, because otherwise the Warwick is gonna kill him. I need to help him push the wave. He doesn't understand that, but it is fine. This needs to be in turret as fast as possible, otherwise he is just gonna die. He can complain all he likes, but I'm actually saving him a death from Warwick passive right now. Because he is like, if he was full HP, I would not have done it. I could have just left him to clear the wave, no problem. But because he is not full HP, he is like 20%. He is within Warwick's Bloodhunt range. And he's gonna have to shove an entire wave at 20% HP against a Warwick who will just kill him at like 800 movement speed as for he's just used all of his cooldowns. So that's why I had to push that. Even if I get some of that CS, it is better for him to shove it out and have it like reset properly instead of like being able to be frozen in a bad spot because he couldn't push it fast enough, if that makes sense. So it's just one of those where he doesn't realize his own wave management very well, and it is what it is. He can ping me all he likes, but in this case, I won't mess him up, or like I won't mess with his lane mechanics or being able to lane. I'm not gonna do that. Tristana is like absolutely losing her mind, playing extremely poorly in the process. By the way, like obviously she's hard flaming Swain, but she is making a large amount of mistakes herself. But now she's gonna try to grief, obviously, which is common behavior for solo queue. She's gonna try to permanently grief play with this Zed now on mid, lovely. Or grief the Zed in mid lane because she cannot play her bot lane correctly or something, I don't know. It's gonna go kill bot lane, it's fine with me. They have no mana, so for me this should be a pretty easy engage. Did I just accidentally click Q there? That's kind of annoying. Exhaust used. I can't really... And ult out of turrets. There we go, free double kill. I'll shove in the wave since Tristana's chilling on mid lane anyway. Right. I take the reset here actually, because I kind of want to just finish the 6 Void Grubs. He might rush a dragon, but I think that should be fine. We see where Warwick is. I'll commit to the Magi's now, because I have exact money for it, so I might as well. Feel pretty confident with it too. I'm feeling like Tristana is gonna die a tremendous amount in mid lane now too, but that's fine. I'm gonna do Raptors here, and then after Raptors we'll look for the Scuttle Spawn on top and the Void Grubs on top. Do not have my ult. Obviously Tristana disrespects Warwick's Bloodhunt passive, so she's most likely dead for that one. But that's okay. If she somehow kills Warwick, I'll be very surprised. She got really lucky. Warwick made a slight mistake. She did still die though. Yeah, that's very dumb. That does mean I get the Void Grubs. Tristana obviously overstayed. If Warwick played that smarter, that would never have even been close. But Warwick made some mistakes in that engage, so it was a little close. That's passive procced on those two. We're gonna proc the passive on this one now. And then the passive on these two will come back for me to finish. Passive on this one now. You're just hitting passives constantly. This will speed up your clear the most, because passive is a large chunk of your damage to monster camps. Finish those off. Now we'd want to go for like the mid lane gank maybe quickly. This is warded, that's fine. Not a problem. I want to transition through mid here because I do not want Warwick to get the dragon, this dragon right now. Okay. Zed is actually surrendered to going bot lane. Wow. That's interesting. Let's try to go for the gank quickly. Put the W behind. Oh, nice actually, Zyra. She anticipated. Flash over it, get my E to hit that thing backwards. Alright, good. Just auto attack with. I was ready to ult if she would have focused me at any moment. That was a good move. I was waiting for him to like start flying towards me, but he flash feared me, which was a very good move. Because flash fear means I can't click R. Smart. Respect it. I respect it a lot. Solid move there. I'll get the movement speed here. That sadly cost me some Magi charges and 1,000 gold to Warwick. Very, very clean flash fear into the kill. That 1000 gold to Warwick is a bit of a problem. Like, that's the thing I don't like at all here. But, you know, very, very solid move. I probably should have just ulted in the first place to heal or whatever. But, yeah, I didn't do that either. I thought I was just going to be able to ult Warwick's engage on me and it should have been fine. But he played it well. He used his flash.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, is that rage quit or something? Nope. Not rage quit, just a ping issue. Okay, cool.
Only once?
I can't really do anything about this mid lane situation at the moment. There might be a situation where Dragon gets done right now. Alright, I'm gonna have to go check. Hit the level up from that camp real quick, by the way. Wait, I just missed my Q. I mean, I have good damage already, so... And we just R. He's dead. Not a problem. He gets baited into the R there. It's fine. Aatrox is winning the mid play. I'm just gonna go for Dragon. Not a problem. My team, like, my Aatrox is doing well. The rest of my mid and bot are not doing well. But I am doing well in return, so it should be okay. Manageable at least. I have a fresh red buff after I just killed Warwick, so I'm assuming his red's down, yeah. Because my red's still up, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't... Like, yeah, you get what I'm saying. 57 CS because Trist trolled the hell out of him, basically. Lovely. Trist, like, took a large amount of his stuff. And he basically didn't get the farm for a while. I'm gonna take my top set camps and finish my red smite and then look for the Rift Herald. Finishing the red smite and potentially hitting level 11. I'm not gonna hit level 11. It's gonna be quite good here. Also waiting for my ult to be back off cooldown is a big one because I don't particularly want to go super aggressive for fights without ult. Let's see if the scuttle is here. If the scuttle is here, that hits me level 11, I think. Maybe I'm just gonna be shy of it, but I hope so. Okay, perfect. We have Aatrox here. He has the priority. I don't have to worry about anything right now. That's good. Just an insta burst with him. The the Aatrox landed his W, pulling Warwick towards a specific spot. He was going to get CC'd in that spot, so all I have to do is Q or EQ into it. And then with that, proc my passive on him, it's going to be pretty free. It's good that I have a top laner, you know. This game would have been extremely, extremely difficult with mid and bot lanes like this. Without an Aatrox that is doing quite well. So I'm very happy that I have a top laner. This could have been extremely awkward. So instead of it being a 1v5, it's now like or a 1v9, I guess it's now like a 2v8 more so. Because Aatrox is just doing pretty well. See if I can get a rotation on the Zyra here, get some Magi stacks. This is going to give me my 10 stacker. Or it should. I got a bit of extra damage there with the passive proc and my E, so I can get a little bit more first strike gold. No, not this time, Warwick. I wanted to make sure to be in my W, so if he ults me, my W will eventually stun him instead, if that makes sense. So if he's going to try to engage there like he did before, then I would have an answer by stunning him within his ult duration or something. 'Cause this time I wasn't low HP, so he can't just flash on me out of nowhere and kill me. Still 10 out of 16 KP is really good. Aatrox has like some of his own kills as well. Don't have the most charges on my Magi's at the moment. That's fine. My stun timing wasn't... Okay, fine. Screw you. It was getting a little dicey, so that's why I just ult at the end and burst him for the rest of his HP bar. Yeah, my charges on my Magi's weren't looking amazing this game for a bit there, so I'm just gonna go for the Lich Bane first and Death Cap after. Feeling more comfortable with like other recall positions, I could have opted to go like Magi's Death Cap again, like I usually would, but this game didn't feel like it lined up too well, didn't feel too great to go Magi's Death Cap, so I'm just gonna go Magi's Lich Bane Death Cap instead. Don't even have to go Magi's if you don't want to, but yeah. This is completely fine though. Now the Death Cap purchase I'll be going for next will come in big time and should amplify a large amount of my damage. My Tristana is still just permanently inting. Lovely. Right now I could just look for the top turret ideally. That's what I'm kind of going for here. Want to go because Garen is currently chilling on mid. So I could just shove top lane, be fine. Got some void grubs around, so I can just hit the turret for a little bit here. Gonna clear the wave. There's a Zyra. Whoa. Don't risk it too much here, because this is a bit of a dicey position at the moment. All the way back. I'm just gonna have to be a bit respectful, because the positioning from that team is very close together. That was not an instant engage. Interesting. Looping from behind. One shot. Ult as fast as possible, please. Oh my god, I was permanently CC'd. Damn. I should have ulted out instantly. Like instantly, and I didn't do that. I disrespected, waited a little bit too long, and then I just got, well, executed by Garen ultimate. But that was a bit... This damage was slightly too fast, and I should have anticipated that execute moment, and I didn't. So I used my E too late, whereas otherwise I should have been able to use it much earlier, because I already got the kill, essentially. So I should have just been able to ult out and be safe. I cannot over-aggress against Garen ult like that, because it will just kill me at any given moment. Obviously, Tristan, I guess, is just on that entire fight, take the bot turret, so that's going to be quite good for Triss there. But yeah, she's not going to play the rest of this game anyway. That's quite obvious. Obviously, that's a straight int. It is just classic ADC gameplay. Solo queue ADC sometimes, you know. But it was my mistake. I shouldn't have died there. I should have ulted sooner, which I didn't do. And lost my shutdown and my Magi stacks for it. The good thing is I still have 10 Magi stacks. But that was a silly error. I don't want them to get the dragon. I kind of want to just run bot and go kill the Xayah when she walks up here. If she doesn't walk up here, I'll be very surprised. Oh, there is Xayah. Dead. Perfect. Just E, hit the only... Like, I only need to hit one Q. One of the instances of the Q. Oh, she's going to take my red buff here, obviously. At least it's past 20 minutes. Oh, I need to actually walk down here a bit so the Rift Herald gets placed in a proper position. The Rift Herald will get automatically placed. You don't no longer have to place it. It'll time out and you can place it, or it places itself. However, it's going to go from this position. It should go bot lane, I think. But it will just place itself here, as you can see. It no longer just disappears, which would have been worse. Just E, Q, auto attack. Rift Herald will go bot, which is fine. It's going to go to the base turret. Oh my god, it's fine, whatever. That CC lock from Warwick is very annoying. Alright, Tristana's dying to whatever she's dying to. She didn't take red buff, actually. That's interesting. I mean, Rift Herald didn't disappear. I'm just gonna let that be. My team can push the Rift Herald with that. I'm gonna see if I can maybe cheese a Warwick or something. If I can stun the Warwick, I just one-shot him. He used it too early. He's not gonna reach the dash into the turret range here. I just need one auto attack and he's dead. My team just needs to get this into the turret, which they didn't do, and that's fine. This guy's never going to be able to run for me because I'm way faster than him. I just have more movement speed. Dead. I have a lot more movement speed due to my Magi's and stuff. There we go. EQ auto attack. Tristan obviously takes red on my topside camps. That's fine. Doesn't matter, because with this new system, I'll get the red anyway. And I'll just get some bot XP and stuff instead. I get a very strong recall here in a second. Tristan is obviously still inting. Not a problem. The classic. Does she kill Warwick somehow? Wow. Okay. Not bad, I guess. Not bad, I guess. Let's get the death cap. Now the question becomes... I'm the only ape... No, I have a Swain. I'm just gonna go for... I really want to go for Zonias. I should go Zonias. I could go Void Staff there, but I don't think I need it just yet. Could be my very, very last item to sell boots for or something, because I'm gonna have plenty of movement speed even without boots. But yeah, I don't I think just going Zonias and giving myself the extra defensive option is going to be very good. Finish that. Oh. Okay, backwards Q hits another passive proc into an E, which then finishes off the Garen for the passive proc E hit. For that damage. I cannot disrespect Warwick too much in this HP range, sadly. Show myself slightly there, maybe. They go for me, they don't go for me. Clear the wave. Whoa, okay, I thought he was ulting me. I needed to just wait for my stun to go off. Go in with the stun them all at the same time and go for that. I probably shouldn't have ulted the way I did, but I thought Warwick was going to go for me with that engage, and he didn't do that. And I finished off the fight by myself there, so that's fine. Clear the rest of this wave. I'll push for this mid turret because the Xayah can no longer stand here. She has to go react to one of the side situations, either Tristana or Aatrox. She's most likely going to go for the Aatrox. Tristana just gets bot turret. Tristana is just getting absolutely hard carried by like overall pressure. Like the enemy team just cannot respond to it all, which is just giving her free time. If the enemy team would be able to respond, because we would have slightly less pressure, this guy would have been 0 and 26 with the way he's been playing. Another death, of course. She is just rage splitting to death, essentially. That's all she's doing at the moment. Just completely rage splitting. Which, I mean, she's getting some turrets. She's getting something out of it, but like, she thinks she is doing a great job or something. She thinks she's all that, probably, based on what she just typed and stuff. So, you know, interesting gameplay behavior. We have 964 AP, which is more than enough to one-shot anything. The only thing I can do really now is just sell my boots for Void Staff, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. And with a Void Staff, I mean, probably just Crypt Bloom would be enough. Look at that damage. Nashor's auto attacks get him down as well. Get the shield from this. Into this with the R, one-shot two of them at the same time. And finish that guy off as well. Quadra kill. Right there was simply just waiting for a good R position. Wait for the R to close in. I made sure to step up, step back, and then use the W shield I'd gain, which, as you can see, is a 1500 HP shield to make that happen. Obviously, Zyra is just top side. Never go for the Penta here. I don't really care. Yeah, you can literally, with one good ultimate, if you're this much AP, you just one-shot the entire enemy team. There's nothing they can do. So he pressures mid turret. I'll go pressure the bot wave in for the bot inhibitor here. And we should be good. 3 seconds on their team though. Get it down. Lich Bane proc on it. Get this down as well. And then we just Baron. Best thing to do is just simply Baron, end with Baron. If they walk up here, I could potentially snipe something. I'd rather just go for the Baron. Wait for the Aatrox. Make sure I don't get the tank Baron, so I do full DPS to it. Whoever tanks Baron does 50% less damage than Baron, so if I can just do the most, because I am very much the strongest member here, that'll be good. There you go. Missed it by like 80 HP, but that's fine. One shot him there. E, Q auto attack, proc the passive with the last hit. Finish the blue. Try to show up for this fight real quick. That is close. Hit him with that. He dies. Perfect. Take the reset right now, I think. I don't think we end here yet because the wave position isn't very favorable. Just take the reset now. Buy the Void Staff. Buy an extra blue potion, and I'm absolutely capped on my build at the moment. There you go. The best thing I can do here is just out of base, clear this red buff, and then move forward, because this gives red buff to my entire team, which gives them red buff for this fight if they didn't already have it. And that is good. But yeah, I already won the game. They can end just off that push. There it is. Just a very good carry in general. 3200 damage on the Nashors. 2900 damage on the Lich Bane. And for the rest, there is nothing to be seen. But I hope you guys have enjoyed both of these games in this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button below. Helps with quite a bit. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, the endgame stats for game number 1 here. I ended up doing 14.7k damage, which is pretty much on par with the rest. Akali has slightly more, but the rest of us did about the same on the first one. That's fair. True damage at 1000. Objective damage at 59k, which is very good, obviously. Trying to keep as much control there as possible. Healing done at 17k healing, good. Damage taken at another 28k, which is the most. Self-mitigated at another 17.2. Gold earned at 13k. For the runes, first strike only dealt about 500 damage this game, gave me 500 gold though as well. Obviously not the most use in this game specifically. First strike is generally a rune that starts scaling up from like 20 minutes plus-ish for the most part. So, you know, it obviously ended fairly quickly without too many teamfight encounters and stuff. You can obviously go Dark Harvest as well if you'd like that instead. That is fine. Even Electrocute could be good. But I like First Strike a lot on Ekko, to be honest. Getting the extra bit of gold tempo and also like the tree with the extra bit of gold tempo just ends up being quite nice. Magical Food where not have to buy boots, so you could just rush into your Nashors. Futures Market to be able to rush into your Nashors faster. Cosmic Insight for a bit of haste, and then Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm for just raw AP. Then for the stats for the second game, I ended up doing 38k. I pretty much carried this game by myself. Aatrox did a great job. Tristana got carried by proxy, basically. Like, her damage here is decent, but this is a lot of suicide damage as well, so it's not necessarily good damage. She got some plays done, like getting some side turrets pushed down and stuff, but that is just like pressure she was able to pull off by proxy of me winning team fights by myself, essentially, or with Aatrox's help. You know, she kind of got lucky in that situation. At 2400 true damage, we have objective damage at 73.5k, which is huge. We have healing done at 20.3, on par with Warwick. Damage taken 34.8, which is the most. Self-mitigated damage at 24k at the most as well, so it took the most damage too. Gold earned at 20k, which is by far the most, of course. Tristana still has good gold, but that's obviously due to just getting a large amount of side lane CS, and that's the only thing she does. Plus, the side lane turrets are worth quite a large, or turrets in general are worth quite a large amount of money, and she got quite a few of them. So there is that. A first strike in this instance, like 27-ish minute game, like a pretty average game length, I guess. At 1200 damage done and 1300 gold. This is why I like it. Just like the 1300 gold at like a 25-minute game or so, it generally ends up being about 1300 gold ish in that region for a 25-ish minute game, which just adds in like an entire Magi's worth of value essentially, and I do like that. I also like the fact that the damage it does is added true damage for the burst, which can be nice to burst out tanks faster, potentially as well, but if you don't like First Strike, that's completely fine. Just go Dark Harvest or something instead, maybe Electrocute. And yeah, then Magical Footwear for the not having to buy anything, so you can just rush Nashor's Futures Market, and the same thing applies as all of it that I just mentioned. The build here is the full build. You don't want to replace anything. The boots are easily something you can replace something for because you have Magi's and Lich Bane, which both in total give you 18% movement speed. You have your passive to proc that movement speed as well, so you're going to be very, very quick regardless through fights, so that should never really be a problem for you. But with all that being said, that was it for Ekko. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I upload daily, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.